So phrasing goes a long way, right? The structure of a sentence when advertising something especially has to be eye-catching, right? And I think Digital Extremes this time around kind of nailed it with the recent unvaulting, although the idea of wind like flatulence and a fiery arse aren't exactly that appealing. Also, Chroma has got a lot of spiky bits, so not exactly ribbed for you, but you get the idea, right? Chroma Prime and Zephyr Prime have been unvaulted. Two frames that I've barely touched. I definitely need to make more Chroma videos, so that was my thought process for this one. So here we are, first Chroma video. Having a Warframe like Chroma buffing your damage, being heavily armoured with a constant resupply of energy is a bloody nice thing, right? You can't argue that. And I know some players don't enjoy his slow, tanky playstyle, but I've always enjoyed it. And he's kind of always been regarded as this notorious 2 ability Warframe, so only using Vex Armor and Elemental Ward, and you'd ignore his first and his fourth. But now with the kind of Subsume option, you can improve your Chroma to some degree if you wanted to. And I kind of chose to improve him by throwing on Sevagot's Gloom ability, which gives him a constant heal as well as a really strong crowd control. Now, of course, you can still argue that Chroma needs some kind of love, some kind of a rework in relation to his first and his fourth abilities, but for now, this will do. Now, this is my Time Dragon, right? Chroma is normally modded for maximum power strength and high duration with negative efficiency and negative range, but with Gloom, you need a bit of range as well for that added crowd control to make sure the enemies inside the radius are actually slowed down. So it means having to tweak your Chroma build or your mod setup that little bit away from the normal go-to setup, and I wanted to do it without reformatting some of my slots, which would possibly ruin my normal Chroma setup. So you can go ahead and choose to min-max this better yourself if you want to, I guess, format in some Umbral mods and tweak your setup a little bit more to fit Gloom. Duration for Chroma is one of the big stats that you need for your Vex Armor and your Elemental Ward, and Power Strength is going to buff the buffs you get from those as well. Then range and duration are what you need for Gloom, as well as Power Strength to give you that bit of a slow. So this is the build that I used for my footage. Now, the energy conversion mod along with growing power, when both of them proc, when both of their buffs are up, will give my power strength at about 240%, which gives me a really nice slow. It's not the maximum slow you can get from Gloom. For the maximum slow you would need 272% power strength, but this still gives me about 630% of a fury buff to increase my damage, not to mention the incoming heals from Gloom as well. Add Rage or Hunter Adrenaline to negate the energy drain from Gloom, and you have a constant supply of heals, a constant supply of energy, and a constant damage output as well, once you keep buffing or refreshing your abilities. Now, Gloom right now is without a doubt one of the best subsume abilities in Warframe. There isn't many Warframes that it won't fit on, even Warframes that already have an existing energy drain ability. This kind of still fits well with it, but don't worry, I'm not going to make any more videos on it. I've already made 2 and I think that's enough, Inros and Chroma, although I have put the ability on many more Warframes. So yeah, don't add Chroma to your ass. Have a great day, and as always, thanks for watching.